from there. So from here, when he comes in, stop, pull, switch, over, and control. You want this arm to go over the elbow and put the pressure down here and extend out. Now, if he's trying to counter you and fight you, we do what is known as the jiggle. And we will give him a hard time from countering. Look what he's doing. I can feel his energy. He's trying to get away. All I'm going to do is this leg is jiggle. Now, what we do in this part of the program is go over ground control with the knife with me on top. I'm going to have Alan lie down on the ground. And we're going to go side control from here. So once I have him, I'm on top of him, side control, and his arm is, he still has a knife hand right here. What I want to do is put my grip on his wrist, go to a figure 4, go under his arm, and hold on to my wrist. Now if you notice, for training purposes, I let this go. After, I'm going to show you the reasons and how to control this. So from right here, I keep the wrist on the ground, and all I need to do is slide this elbow to his hips. And if you notice, it's a lot of pain and it's quick. So just keep it on the ground and just slide from there. Okay. Now, if he's straight arm, you're going to grab the wrist and again go under and hold on to your wrist. Now that figure 4 with a straight arm, you push down with the left hand and up with your right and put the leverage on him. He's already tapping. Now if his arm is going downward like this, all you're going to do is slide under right here and go to your wrist. All you need to do is just lift up now and keep this pin to the ground and lift up. He's already tapping. Now just remember the do's and don'ts on this. If you're trying to make the technique work by going forward and you're not getting the figure 4, don't do this because you're way too over his body. You want to keep level, put the pressure down on his lungs, and suffocate him a little bit more. So and also for this hand, now you could actually just pin. And once I go into this technique, and right here, you put your weight down on this arm so he doesn't grab you in the groin area. Okay, you got this constantly monitored. Okay, Alan will try to escape it and hurry up and put this in. You can't do it fast enough. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit more of a realistic scenario. If he's a bigger man or he's even a squirmy guy and not giving you cooperation, there's some things you could do. If you can't get this off right away, you're going to lift this up, drop the elbow on the throat. If you notice, that already hurt Alan. You could put the elbow here, switch legs, and quickly sandwich and put your knee into his head, right here. Okay. You could switch hands, go under right here, and headbutt him from here. You could disarm it from here, hook it in, and go to the throat. Let's say Alan's a crazy guy on drugs or something. He's flailing the knife at me. I want to control this from cutting my face and everything. So you've got to do what is known as protection blocks. When he starts going crazy, cross it, pin it, and go from there. Okay? So as long as you have your limbs forward, and once he flares, you hurry up and grab, put the pressure down from right here. Now we're going to do Kesakatami technique. When the knife hand's here, you're going to grab the wrist and actually just lift his arm up. Even if you resist just a little bit, you need to slide right away. Now from here, make these twins. Kick the leg over. Now you make these twins on top of each other. Don't cross. Have this arm wrapped around the head because this is your posting in case if you're over here, he's going to be able to throw you over. If you're over here and he tries to throw you over, you can slap the ground. Now by putting these straight up into the ceiling, keeping this still as your leverage, and have this as a kick out. This is the part that breaks the arm. Elbow is on this leg. For any reason, there's a technique where if he escapes, or you start off from this and his arm is completely bent all the time, you're going to push down, kick this leg over, and wrap. Now there's 3 little minute ways you can make him tap on this. First one is have your fist, your knuckles high up and pull up on his head. He's already tapping. This one I call scissor cut. One leg will kick back, one leg will go forward. So this one will go back to bottom, this one will go forward, and it'll cross out like this. I want this tight behind the elbow because if it's out here, he could escape. And that's what you don't want to happen. You want to block it. And from here, and all you do is just scissor cut it. Now the third one, it's very simple. Act like someone's calling you. You put your both hands on the ground and act like you're getting up. And that's actually rotating the shoulder for a tear. Okay, from here we're going to do what is known as neck techniques with the knees. And it's also into a neck break and chicken wings and wrist locks. Alan's going to be flailing from here, and right here he's giving me a hard time. So what I want to do is actually, once you push out, let him cross body with you. Slap the face down, replace it with a knee, and scrape it down to the ground. Look at his face. His body language is actually rolling up now. And now bring in the other knee and sandwich it, face down. That's very important. You've got to watch out for the other hand because they could switch. So hurry up and incorporate this into a wrist lock right here. Put the pressure down. You could disarm at any time from here. You go into a figure 4 and go turn. That's chicken wing. You go into a neck break from here. And you could go into an arm bar from here. Put the heel under his throat. Step. Lift your hips up. Arm back. Now in a perfect world, when you're running backwards away from a knife attack, sometimes you trip on your own self, or there's something in the way. So let's say Matt attacks me right here, and I fell, and he's going to go for an attack. So right when he comes down for the attack, same thing, parry. Now you have a lot of options for here. First one, if he attacked, he comes in between one leg, you can hit the groin, break him down, knee, down, and go for here. Okay. Another attack, if he comes in, right here, he's wide, both legs spread, groin, and then take. Okay. Another attack will be here, he comes in, and I go after this leg. Another attack will be face. You kick the face, drop on his arm, and collect. So when you come up, this has actually collected the limb, and it's cutting circulation. Look what happens when I put full weight down. I disarm, and I've got control of a limb. Any limbs comes out to attack me, grab my arm, and all I have to do is just pry and break.